This is how I made $0 trading the NASDAQ today. Hope y'all like this video. It's going to be a lot of sauce, and let's get into it. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all like this video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys how I made $0 on the NASDAQ. I know some of y'all might have taken some trades here, and if not, you're going to learn a few things, and this is a hella saucy video. Let's get right into it. So pretty much, you guys can see my charts and everything, and I did not take any trade, but I want to kind of go through actually what I was kind of thinking for the day and what trades I wanted to take, but I faded them due to certain reasons and stuff. Okay, so I don't know. Shit, why is that doing that? Oh, here we go. Okay, so I want to go to 9:30 open, and overall, what was my bias for the day? So overall, I literally predicted this exact thing to happen, exactly what price did, and if you guys don't believe me, I'm literally gonna show a photo from, like, it was 9/11, no joke. It was around here, and I was on the 1 hour chart, and I was like, okay, you know what, like, I can see a bearish open, but I know for a fact we're gonna be bullish. And if you guys don't believe me, here's a photo right there. It's gonna be shown on the screen, and I literally predicted this market, this session, I guess, today. But other than that, so what was I thinking? Overall, we come in and we tap into this 1 hour perfectly. Like, I love this so much. Market open to manipulate into a higher time frame for value gap means a lot. So overall, what am I doing? Well, I marked out my draws on liquidity before. I think about it like this. I think about it, I mean, either way, we came so bearish. And sure, you could have thought, like, oh, we do, like, I don't know, come to this low, or I guess, you know, want to feel equilibrium of the range. I just don't think that. I think that we had such strong draws to the upside, and especially on ES, you can see these are stacked session highs, so that is a clear sign that we want to go higher. You know, a lot of people were saying that based on, like, how we were expecting this 4 hour, and I don't know, like, people, I don't know, right? Again, everyone's bias is going to be different. My bias is, you know, obviously not going to be the same as maybe yours. But also I want to say one thing is I don't really go by biases. I was leaning more bullish, but on normal days I like to set conditions, and I can get into that in another video. But anyways, I mark out all my draws and liquidity, and I literally see what market is doing 9:30. So 9:30, what do we get? We literally get a bearish open, exactly what I said. Tapped in this 1 hour. Let's get into that, right? So maybe some of you guys took this, like, 9:30 inverse. I know people always say that, you know, oh, this is, like, happening, like, this is, you know, a pattern trade or some shit. I just personally don't like to be this early taking a trade 9:30 unless it's like a clear draw right here. But anyway, so we do this and this and that, right? And I know for a fact that, hey, you know what, we did exactly what I predicted. To kind of open bearish, continue this tap into 1 hour. Not to mention, we had this SMT, guys, with the 4 hour intermediate low, which again could have convinced people to take, like, this 1 minute inverse. So I guess this 1 hour intermediate high. By the way, anything you see now that's gray means it was never touched. I mean, sorry, it was taken out. But of course, this was, like, from New York AM session, all my like drawings and shit. So yeah, and then, right, I'm looking for a continuation, and I'm like, oh shit, we are so close to London highs, we're just gonna take it, right? But, right, it literally tapped into this 5 minute, perfect, kind of, made this SMT as well, and I was, you know, I was literally in class, in school, and I'm looking at my computer, and I'm like, okay, bro, I need this to inverse. Like, I was literally stressing because I knew for a fact these highs wanted to get taken out. Like, guys, session highs are such a strong draw on liquidity. They are probably my favorite draw on liquidity, and my favorite one is London high. Like, that London high, London lows are always the ones that are getting taken out, really. Of course, Asia highs too, but in this case, they are stacked, so of course they both will. Like, if they're like, what, 50 points apart, but we were very bullish, we're gonna take them. Anyways, right, and we also had these 15-minute relative equal highs that we left, which is like a great sign and a great way to go also break even. And We tapped into 5-minute, right here. Great continuation, literally my continuation model. Not to mention, it is sponsored by this 1 hour. So very beautiful, you know. So guys, this setup was perfect. External SMT, high time frame for value gap sponsored, swept liquidity, internal SMT, continuation, you know, 5 minutes. I only take continuation 5 minutes. I don't really like 15. That's due to back testing data. But anyways, so I'm looking at this and I'm like, yo, like, I see in that now. I think there's a 3 minute or no, a 2 minute. There is a 2 minute. There's a 2 minute, right? So in my head, I'm like, okay, you know what? We need this 2 minute to inverse. But learning from data, back testing, and also one creator I like a lot. If you guys haven't heard of him, but you probably have if you are watching this video, Bionic NQ. He is such a goat, and he kind of helped me with inverses in a way watching his video. And just knowing that, like, when like fair value gaps are taking too long to inverse, or like the wicks or stuff, it all matters. It all goes into play. So I'm like, okay, I want like the next candle really to inverse it, and it didn't, right? Of course. So sorry, it didn't, right? I don't know why my computer's tweaking. It didn't, right? So in this case, I'm like, okay, you know what? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're accumulating. So even if we were to inverse, I could just see us now just dropping lower, like using this as a sort of like a accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? And like maybe edging London highs, which again, like I knew it wanted to get hit, but when I see something like this happen, right, it's like, sure, don't get me wrong, like this is a great inverse, as in the sense of the displacement, but not the time it took, and just overall, like, not the conditions I really want to take, especially first day on the Eval. It's just like I know these are gonna get taken, and I could just, you know, buy, you know what I mean, and make money off of it, but I really want to stay disciplined to my plan and be a good trader. But maybe there is, you know, maybe I should start, you know, trading like this, like as in the sense of, if I have a strong draw on liquidity and I have a setup, doesn't matter if it's not A plus or A, just fucking take it, right? Because this was a great setup, and I'm mad at myself I didn't take this, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. Realistically, my limit is probably 5. I would like for under 4, really. But this was definitely a great setup. And then it's just also like I don't really like the RR, because in this case, like, what, you would put it just at this low to get a 1-to-1, right? 1-to-1. But like, let's be honest, like price can easily just like, you know what I mean, super some shit. Of course, you guys do also have to think, and I was telling myself this a little while ago, you have to think about it, about probability. What is price going to do most likely? Will it just randomly now want to stop hunt and sweep these lows to then go higher? No, it would just continue higher. So anyways, it takes out London high, and actually during this I watched it, right? I'm still in class, and I'm like, okay, I didn't take it, but let me just see it get taken, and I'm gonna be mad at myself and whatever, bro. It gets edged, and then it finally gets taken out, right? Now in this case, ES is slacking behind. We low-key like that. We want Nasdaq to be the leading pair. And then I think this was what, around 10:14. Okay, so this is where my next period starts, and I have lunch. So I really don't like it because of school. It fucks up my schedule. So I kind of was on break, and I wasn't looking at the charts. Whoever caught this 5-minute continuation. So then there was another 5-minute continuation. But depending on how you trade, some people don't like this because it's not sponsored by the 1 hour. But I think I would have taken this if I saw it, because, whoa, we are going to ahead. Because first off, and let me explain it to you. First off, we already have strong draws that haven't been taken out, right? So, Asia highs. Second off, we already have a another 5-minute internal SMT within this 5-minute fair value gap that literally got wicked. Like, do you guys see this, bro? When this happens, like, I heard someone say, bodies do the damage, wicks tell the story, which basically means that if you see these candles literally just wicking it, that's showing clear rejection. Not to mention it hits, like, what's it called, CE of, like, the the box. I mean, February gap, fuck. But not only that, we had a crazy displacement inverse, and if I was back testing this, I probably would have taken it. And if I fucking what's it called, knew that like if I was actually on my phone paying attention to charts, because during like lunch and like school, it's so hard to be trading, and I'm just on, like, I have to go on my phone, or just some days I can't. But of course, no excuses really. But yeah, also one thing I did realize that I didn't realize really is that we would have already had S&T with Asia highs. So I don't know how like probable this is, but based off the inverse, this internal S&T, the overall rejection, I probably would have taken this, maybe risk less. But yeah, anyways, so you could have taken like a 1-to-1 on this. Again, with both of these kind of setups, I don't like the RR at all, because what? You would have to put it here, excuse me, just to get a 1-to-1 like here. Like that's pretty much ugly in my opinion, because in this case, not the other one, but in this case, I think it would be way more of a higher probability, especially with SMT at the Asian high, because NQ already took it. Where the fuck is my thing? That we could do actually something like this, because SMT is supporting this move down, to then maybe go higher, right? But again, I wasn't on the charts at this time. Props to everybody that took it. I know some people that did, or if you took the earlier one. The earlier one, in my opinion, was a fucking plus in my view. It's just the fact of the time it takes to inverse, and these conditions especially, just accumulating, like I don't want to be in that. It's just so ugly. Anyways, right, 3-minute would have do, bang, would have hit TP, and the thing is, I probably would have put break even here. People would have been scared that they would have got break even, and then bang, 1-to-1, right? So this is that, you know what I mean, guys. Again, both trades definitely were, you know, some sort of definitely good setups. Like this is something that, you know, for the first one, I think in my opinion would have been great, you know, not only as a first win on my funded, but just having a great setup on a Monday would have been perfect. But you can't always get what you want, you know what I mean? But again, I think like these two setups were, today was definitely good PA, as in the sense of the setups that were given, but they just weren't really what I was really looking for. This, of course, missed it, and this, I just didn't like these conditions of the inverse and the price before that. Other than that, guys, you know, that's that. Props to anyone that did take a trade today and that won, of course. Again, you know, we have, you know, this whole week just started, and this week is filled with news, and it's going to be a great week. Like, I can literally feel it, not only because, you know, again, I have the funding, and I'm definitely like, if this is like, if I can stay as disciplined as I am today, with overall, like I can be successful, and especially with this first funded, do good in it. Like, we have all these news, and especially if a no news Monday is starting off like this, I definitely could see us kind of doing good. My predictions overall, and what I've realized backtesting is I feel like these 2 days will continue to be bullish. We will get bearish movement here, and then we might continue bullish or maybe continue bearish on this. CPI is definitely volatile, so we'll see how that is, see how news is. Stay safe if you guys are trading it, and you know, don't just full port your account on it. But other than that, guys, you know, hope you love this video. It's definitely a lot of sauce. I want to be doing these videos a lot because it's great just talking about my trading analysis and this and this and that, and especially when I'm doing trade recaps. It will get, you know, even better, because then I can talk about my trade and overall, you know, what I was actually thinking, and then, you know, P&L and shit. Hope I'm, you know, not talking too fast, guys, and, you know, you're actually learning something, not just watching my videos. But other than that, I hope you guys, you know, have a blessed day. I don't know when you're watching this. Of course, this is posted for the Monday, February 9th, 2026 PA. And just leave a comment down below if you took a trade, how did it play out, and as well as what other content you'd want to see, or if you guys want to continue seeing these, you know, even if I don't take trades. Maybe certain days I'll still kind of record and talk about my analysis, but of course that will be on the very specific days like this. And yeah, I hope you guys love this video. I'll definitely be posting more like this, and I hope y'all fuck with the content. Watch the new video if you haven't, by the way. Time is key. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace out, my bros.